Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. We're back for a new crypto analysis video. Let's jump right in with Bitcoin. Bitcoin was in a 4-hour uptrend. It broke the top as we saw in the last video and then immediately reversed. It broke its trend line and now it's about to break the last low. So the $11,900 level, it's not far from breaking the bottom. So that would mean this move, this uptrend will be over and we'll start a correction. Either a correction of this entire move here. So we could have a correction like this, for example. A simple regular flat to break the top again. That's one of the scenarios. Then the other scenario, as I mentioned in the last video, is that there's a risk of having a running daily. For this move here, that's on its own. That's what I told you in the last video. There, that's it. And then another continuation. There's that risk, that scenario, but we'll see it coming. We have plenty of time to analyze it in the upcoming videos. For now, let's focus on the 1-hour chart. We'll most likely come down to break this low here. Right now, we're seeing a slight loss of momentum on the RSI and MACD indicators. We're seeing a slight loss of momentum on this drop, but it's still quite aggressive. We will now draw the trend line properly and accurately. I think it's going to break the low pretty quickly. But once we definitively have an end of structure here, starting to really drag out like this, I will certainly be looking for a significant correction. Just a relatively small correction to retrace the entire bearish move we have just experienced. We could see a correction that comes to retest 50% of this drop, roughly around 118,000, but before continuing the significant and noticeable decline. Here I'm waiting for an end of structure for a correction, but after that more downside. For this move, because if it breaks the low, that will mean we're starting a bigger correction, a major correction. So a bearish trend in the medium term. For Bitcoin, for now there's nothing to do. There was a small short to possibly take here because we're in a downtrend. Let's take a look at Ethereum actually. Why did I short Ethereum? I'm managing a short on Ethereum because we had a good retracement. We came up to the trend line. I can't seem to place it. We had a good retracement, so I took a short around 4,330, but now it's dragging a bit. What's happening is a bit corrective. It actually looks more like a flag. We'll see a slightly bigger correction before the downtrend continues. I took a short at $4,330 and closed the position around $4,250. So just a small short. Now it's still dropping, but it's corrective. It remains corrective. All of this is very corrective. I'm looking for impulses. That's why I closed the position. Right now on Ethereum, the momentum is currently quite aggressive indeed. What we are currently observing here could potentially be interpreted as either the very beginning of Wave B, which is a corrective phase designed to adjust and rebalance the entire significant market movement we have experienced and witnessed so far. At this precise moment in time, it is genuinely too premature and uncertain to definitively conclude or state with absolute certainty what the ultimate outcome or direction will be. Why? Because we're still below the downward trend line. So, with lower and lower lows and lower highs, we're still in this downtrend. So, as long as that's the case, it's more of a short. Given how it's moving right now, I expect it might drag on a bit. But I'm going to try to go for sells, more for shorts. But for now, there isn't really a buy or sell setup on Ethereum. Someone asked me to analyze FET. And right now, what we're seeing is corrective. But once the $1 mark is broken, you'll need to be very careful. And it doesn't necessarily have to completely break the very top of the structure. For now, maybe clean enough to come back and test the $1 level on the daily, so over the next few weeks. So there you go, feel free to comment with a crypto you'd like me to analyze. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your likes. It really means a lot. I wish you a great day.